Thinking about a coffee machine for your workplace? There's a lot to think about when choosing an office coffee machine, and most people want straight answers. So we've pulled together the top 10 questions we get asked all the time, and we're going to cover them right now. I'm Claire from BlackStag. We help employers look good and employees feel great by bringing barista-style coffee to the workplace. If you're after great coffee and even better service, we'll get to you fast and keep your coffee flowing. Number 1, should I buy, rent or lease a coffee machine? So depending on the size of your business, you may choose an entirely different option, and we'll discuss that with you at the time to work out what suits best. If you do decide to buy a coffee machine, we can also provide finance, but you would own the coffee machine yourself, which gives you a lot of freedom in that you can choose who your coffee suppliers are. You can switch it up at any time. So it gives you, more choice. If you decide that you'd prefer a monthly payment, like renting or leasing a coffee machine, then you would have a simple monthly payment. The benefit is that at the end of the lease, you can upgrade to whatever the newest machine is out. And coffee machines are changing all the time, especially with the new touchscreens that are coming out. If you want to look at renting or leasing, which most businesses do just because of the effect on cash flow, you would typically use the consumables from the company that you're renting or leasing. And this is part of the normal agreement. If you decide that this model is right for you and your business is a large business with more than 100 staff, you could ask us about a free online arrangement as well. But as mentioned before, in any of these situations, we would work with you to decide whether buying outright or a monthly payment is more suitable for your business. Number 2, what size coffee machine is right for my business? So we would work with you to understand your business and about how you will use the coffee machine. One of our key questions is how many people work in the office on a daily basis. And this is the average number of people, because you may have a working flexible policy where you're working from home. Keep in mind that we work with office, schools, factories, hotels, people who have internal staff, and then external customers as well. So we need to understand everything about your business so that we can work out the daily cup output. Once we know this and the location of the coffee machine, we can recommend 2 or 3 options for this size. Starting with our small coffee machines, we would give you 2 or 3 options for typically up to 30 coffees a day. We then have another range from about that 30 coffee a day mark, will take you right up to 100 coffees a day, and then greater than 100 coffees a day, there's a whole different type of machine. And perhaps you might have 2 machines depending on your break areas. So we really need to work with you to find out the best coffee machine for your specific situation. Number 3, what type of coffee machines do you offer? So at BlackStag, our coffee machines are automatic bean-to-cup coffee machines. What is that, do you say? It is the simplest form of coffee machine for your business. You put your cup in, press a button, some people call it one touch. It grinds the beans, adds the milk, and to make your specialty drink. And I must mention as well that some of our machines cater to non-coffee drinkers and can produce hot chocolate and maybe chai latte and some other options as well. One of the things that to consider is also, do you want a machine that is more easy care and may use granulated or powdered milk, or fresh milk machines for your office, which provides the closest to a barista style coffee that you can get. And then if your workplace would like something that is a little bit more barista style, like a group machine, we can talk about that as well. But what we find is that in a workplace, we don't have too many baristas, so we want to keep it easy for our team. Some of the models that we work with, and we can select and find what suits your workplace after our initial consultation, are models like the Nectar and Gaggia machines, the Nectar Crea Touch, Nectar Cometa, the Gaggia La Brilliant, Seiko. We work with Dr. Coffee, and also the Jura machines, really just to find what machine is right for your office, and we would provide you 2 or 3 options that you can choose from with the pros and cons of each one. Number 4, what ongoing maintenance is required for my coffee machine? So typically with automatic bean-to-cup coffee machines, you have daily rinses and then a more in-depth weekly clean, and in some cases a few tasks that you do monthly, like descaling. And if you don't want to do that at all, BlackStag's valet servicing can take the hassle out of owning a coffee machine away. Also, if you need a bit more detail about the cleaning, we have some YouTube videos to help you clean your coffee machine at work. Number 5, what happens if our coffee machine breaks down? Now, we know this is a disaster. So the first step is get on the phone and give us a call or fill out the form on our Contact Us page of our website. This will create a ticket in our system, which lets our technician know, and our technician will get out to you as soon as he can, usually on the same day, if not the morning of the day after. We pride ourselves in being responsive, and we're not going to leave you without a coffee for long. We also need to mention that we can provide servicing for coffee machines purchased elsewhere, so get in touch, we'd love to help. Number 6, do you supply coffee and consumables? Absolutely we do. We have 2 house blends called Velvet and Raw going with our stag theme. We can also provide organic, decaf, and other beverage options like hot chocolate, chai latte. We have a whole range of powdered coffee like vanilla latte, mochaccino, other things that are already pre-mixed drinks. We also supply cups and lids, and we have a full range of cleaning products to help you keep your coffee machine up and running smoothly. Number 7. Can staff pay for their own coffee? This is not right for every situation, but we can add a payment gateway to coffee machines. This is not right for every business, but where we do find that it works really well are some hotels and co-working spaces where you have more than one tenant in the same building. Number 8, do we need a water filter? Absolutely we do. We need a water filter not only to improve the taste of your coffee, but to reduce scale and extend your machine's lifespan. If you don't use filtered water, you will cut the lifespan of your coffee machine by half. And to fix a boiler in your coffee machine is very expensive, so use filtered water. You can have a water filter for both a plumbed machine and a machine that uses a water tank. Number 9, do we need to get a machine plumbed in, or can it work off a tank? So depending on the location of the water source in your building, one type of machine may be better than the other for your space. So the answer is we can provide some options that are either on a tank or that can be plumbed in that will suit your office environment. Number 10, how quickly can we get a machine installed? Well, the good news is this can be as short as a couple of days. If it takes longer, it might be up to a couple of weeks if we need to wait for some site preparation requirements, typically in a new build where we may be working with a plumber. If it's just our team installing the coffee machine, it's generally pretty quick, and then we spend some time training your team, and we will also do a check-in 14 days after where we come back on site, gather the feedback from the team, add any new recipes, and make sure that everyone's okay with the cleaning. These are the questions we hear every week. And once you've got clear answers, everything else just falls into place. Got a question we didn't cover? Either put it in the comments or click the link in the description, fire it through, and we'll get straight back to you.